We're still on a roll. Everything in the past 3 videos happened in the past 10 minutes. And all of a sudden we have a bunch of people walking in. Actually, we have somebody coming just finish a marathon. Actually, a triathlon. Come here. You get four spaghetti dinners. Anybody out?
Well, I can wrestle with him.
You can wrestle with him?
When's he coming?
He's coming in another 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, why don't you explain what you're doing, a little bit what's going on?
Alright.
This is Rama. We interviewed you last year, right?
Like my website and stuff? Or
Yeah, whatever you want. You basically just explain what you're doing and then what are you going to do a little afterwards.
Okay. Hi, my name is Rama, and I run a website called interveiws.com.
Which you didn't have, by the way, last year.
Huh? Which I did not have, which I was new. And what I do is I show people how to awaken the body from the inside out by focusing on the different organs, like your stomach or your pineal gland, and sort of raise their awareness. But it's from a body perspective. It's not abstract and metaphysical. It's your physical organs. Now I'm launching a new website called Lightning Fitness, which is about speed of movement, and also what I call the Paradise Diet, which is sort of a raw food diet with some sort of guidelines for how to eat raw food correctly. Because I think most people, when they get into raw food, they're like, oh, just eat whatever you want, but you really have to eat correctly and to really optimize.
What does correctly look like?
Correctly for me, actually it looks like not really mixing foods that often. Really, and never, if you can avoid it, mixing fruit and fat. I have 3 food groups, and they're actually based on the body. There's your pelvic sphere, which is the fruit, chest sphere is greens, and the head sphere is the fats. Fats are like nuts and seeds, and...
so most people are in their head when they eat.
Huh?
Most people are into their head when they eat. Most raw food is because they gravitate towards the nothing to eat.
Really? Okay, yeah, because a lot of raw foods gravitate either toward fruit or toward fats. Seldom do they combine them together. Like, people will say, oh, you should eat lots of fruit, or oh, you should eat lots of fat. They don't usually have both in their diet in large quantity because they do encounter the problem of food combining. And I have both in my diet because I just separate them by 2.5 hours.
It's called gas.
Yeah, yeah, or also just a feeling of heaviness, you know, without really, you didn't eat a lot, but you feel heavy because you feel chemically out of balance. And to eat correctly, fruit and fat, just separate them by 2.5 hours, and then the digestion runs very happily and smoothly. So for me, eating raw food diet correctly involves listening to your body, figuring out which foods you really want of the 3 categories that I mentioned, and not mixing them if you can avoid it.
That's very good.
And I also recommend eating 6 to 8 meals per day, like bodybuilders recommend, because then you have a continuous stream of food going in, and it keeps the digestion very active, and digestion likes to be active. And your body doesn't want to go for a long time without anything to sort of run with and sort of operate.
With anything, I recommend people stop eating like 7 o'clock, 6 or 7.
I have no specific restrictions because I mean, what about people who work the night shift, you know? So I don't like to make restrictions that I can't really say are universal.
Right.
So I just say listen to your body and try to keep it. I like to write guidelines, but I don't want to be too strict because there's lots of variation.
And you're going to demonstrate exercise.
Yeah.
With me.
Not with you, huh? You signed up. Yeah, it's a form of wrestling.
Boy, I'm tripped.
It's alright.
How lucky was I trying to get out of it?
It's okay. This will get you all coordinated. So it's a form of wrestling where no one loses. The goal is not to win. The goal is to exercise.
Okay.
As long as you're having fun, that's all that counts.
Fun
is the goal. Fun is the goal. No, because fun is the goal.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
What's the point of hurting?
Okay.
What's the game?
Okay.
So basically, if you want to try this, if you have a friend who's interested, you lock hands. The only real rule is that you never disengage your hands, and you maintain tension. So, you know, if I go out, he doesn't go with me, he resists. He doesn't like go with me, he actually makes it harder for me. And the other thing is you use your whole body. So use your whole body, right? And you just make movements, and you keep resisting me.
Oh, you resist me?
Yeah, we resist each other. So your goal is just to work your muscles.
Awesome.
You can change angles.
Good.
And you can also pull. You don't have to push.
Oh, here, come to me. Come to me.
Yeah. So if I'm pulling, you should pull also. Like resist me. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you can just do all kinds of variations. And you just
dance.
and you just keep doing it until you get tired.
Okay.
And I call it the mutual sphere exercise. It's about mutual benefit, but you end up forming a sphere because if he goes up and I don't want to just push down to resist him, I can go out to the side.
Wow.
And so you end up forming a sphere as you keep resisting each other.
I like that.
And it's a form of exercise where nobody
half the people in this room do it. Andrew, get the phone.
So it's
Get the phone.
it's a form of exercise where nobody loses. Hey, we're in his restaurant. It's a form of exercise where nobody loses, and the only goal is to have fun. So, because I wanted a new sport, because I was playing squash with someone, I was like, I don't like this 2-score thing where we're trying to beat each other's score. How about we have 1 score? But that got kind of boring. So I was like, well, how do we make this interesting? So it's very interesting. You're working with all your might, but nobody loses. So everybody wins.
We got cut it pretty soon. Okay, that's it. Let's give each other a hug. Bye.
Yeah, you bet.
Take care. I have to ring them up.